47 Ronin versus Kirayoshi, Al Capone versus Bugs Morgan, Nikola Tesla versus Thomas Edison are some historical rivalries, but today we're diving into one of the most fascinating battle between Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey and bourbon. So pour yourself a glass and let's unravel the history. To understand this rivalry, we need to go back in time. Bourbon has its roots in the late 18th century. It's named after Bourbon County, Kentucky, and quickly became the spirit of choice for settlers in the region. Jack Daniel's, on the other hand, was established a bit later in 1866 by Jasper Newton Jack Daniel in Lynchburg, Tennessee. While bourbon became synonymous with Kentucky, Jack Daniel's created a unique identity in Tennessee. Both spirits are deeply woven into the fabric of American history, each with its own lore and legends. Now let's talk about how these spirits are made. The production processes for Jack Daniel's and bourbon are quite similar, but have distinct differences. Both use a grain mixture called mash bill, which typically includes corn, rye, barley, and sometimes wheat. For bourbon, the law mandates that the mash bill must contain at least 51% corn. Jack Daniel's also uses a high corn mash bill, but it's not bound by the same regulations. Jack Daniel's undergoes an extra step called the Lincoln County process, where the distilled spirit is filtered through charcoal before aging. This filtering, also known as charcoal mellowing, imparts a smooth character and distinct flavor to Jack Daniel's, setting it apart from bourbon. Both Jack Daniel's and bourbon are aged in new charred oak barrels. The aging process allows the whiskey to absorb flavors from the wood. By law, bourbon must be aged in these barrels, while Tennessee whiskey, including Jack Daniel's, follows the same tradition, but with the added charcoal mellowing step. All right, now let's talk taste. Bourbon is known for its sweet, caramel, and vanilla notes, often with hints of spice or fruit. The high corn content gives it a rich, full-bodied flavor that's beloved by many. Jack Daniel's, thanks to the charcoal mellowing, tends to be smoother with a slightly different flavor profile. You'll still get those caramel and vanilla notes, but there's often a distinct smoky or woody undertone. This smoothness is a hallmark of Jack Daniel's and a point of pride for Tennessee whiskey. Beyond taste, both spirits have left a significant mark on American culture. Bourbon is often seen as the quintessential American spirit. Jack Daniel's, on the other hand, has carved out a unique identity with its iconic black label and association with music, particularly rock and country. In today's market, the rivalry between bourbon and Jack Daniel's continues to thrive. Both are extremely popular, but they cater to slightly different audiences. The storied rivalry between Jack Daniel's Tennessee whiskey and bourbon. Each has its own unique history, production process, and cultural significance. Whether you prefer the sweet richness of bourbon or the smooth, mellow taste of Jack Daniel's, there's no denying that both are iconic in their own right. Cheers to these legendary spirits. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating deep dives into the world of spirits. Until next time, enjoy your whiskey responsibly.